How's it going, everyone? My name is Charlie. This right here is my Great Dane puppy Roxy, who is going on 13 months old, and as last month marked her turning 1 year old, and next month will mark her 1 year of being in my household, as you typically don't bring dogs home with you until they're 8 weeks old. I wanted to do a little bit of a summary of what it's been like to bring a Great Dane puppy into my home, how I've seen her change and develop, the things I've seen her learn, and the things I have learned about this breed and about being a dog owner. So starting off, when you bring your puppy home, one of the things you quickly notice is just how much of your time is spent supervising everything that your dog is doing. This is a huge relief as time goes on and as your dog matures and they develop more independence, they develop more trust. One of the great things about Roxy is Roxy was never a big chewer when it came to me having to be concerned about her destroying things, furniture, pillows, anything like that. There were a few things that are more so like coasters that she chomped on a little bit, but for the most part, Roxy was not one that I really had to be, concerned about her destroying stuff. From an early age, I was really supervising what she was chewing on, and when she was chewing on something that I didn't want her to, I just reallocated that energy to something that she could chew on, and then there really wasn't a problem there. Another thing that quickly changes about owning a dog is that you spend a lot of time at the vet maybe that first month, and it can be kind of expensive. You're paying for your vet visits, any vaccines that they need, and they need a lot more of this attention early on. But after, like the first 2 months, you might not have to see your vet for maybe once every six months for some, vaccines or boosters that are administered, once or twice a year. So that first month or two, you can spend a lot of time at the vet, but then you might not ever see your vet if your dog is happy and healthy. So socialization was something that was very good for us for the first few months of ownership. I had other friends that had just purchased puppies recently, so Roxy was able to play with other dogs around her same size, and then she was able to play with some dogs a little bit older than her. And it was a really great opportunity to get Roxy to meet other dogs, meet other people, and we did a really good job with socialization. But one of the things that we've been struggling with recently is it's just been harder for me to get a hold of certain people that we would normally set up play dates with, because ever since Roxy did have that incident where she got attacked by the dogs that escaped from the dog park, we really haven't been going to dog parks to meet strangers that way or to interact with strange dogs that way. After that experience, all of her play dates have been coordinated. But what ended up happening is, the owners of those dogs just got very busy, and all of a sudden Roxy was going a much longer time, after she was about 6 months old. Her play dates were coming very few and far between, and it actually got me to the point where I was considering getting another dog for Roxy for that purpose of her having, like a sibling or a companion that she can regularly be playing with, be regularly interacting with. So if you do have a Great Dane and you have multiple dogs, please let me know in the comments below what you've noticed as far as, what dogs make really good companions. Maybe you've seen certain breeds that have not made good companions, but just let me know your thoughts on what it's been like to own a Great Dane alongside other dogs, because it is something that I'm looking to do in the future. It's just not the best time right now. So quick thoughts on diet. Not as easy as I was expecting it. I don't know, I feel like I thought your dog would just kind of love whatever you put in their bowl, but when it came especially to Roxy's kibble, I feel like I made the mistake one time of jazzing it up with some extra, like meat or other things that helps food taste good, and Roxy has just progressively become pickier and pickier about eating. And So that's been a challenge, and I know that a lot of people talk about their dog being a picky eater. If that's something you're going through, you're certainly not alone. That's something that still to this day, you know, I work with Roxy to try and make that not be the case. But I just thought that that was something unusual I did not expect, and early on it wasn't much of a problem, but it has developed into being more of a concern and more of a problem. The drool is something that you kind of just end up getting used to, or just expect that you have to clean a lot more than you thought. Not as much from shedding, because their coats are very easy to maintain. There's not a lot of shedding, but everything is wet. Roxy loves sucking on blankets. She doesn't like bite holes through blankets, but she just loves to like suck on them, and all of a sudden you'll be trying to put the covers on, and you're like, ugh, everything is wet. But that just comes with having a Great Dane. You get used to it, and you get used to the fact that you just have to mop more often or clean certain things more often. But they are just such a joy. It feels like owning a cartoon character. They're just so animated, they're so comical and goofy, and they can't help but raise your spirits. So, and I know that that's been something that's been really helpful to me with owning a dog, is just the mental health standpoint and how happy they can make you just from seeing you. And literally every time I come home, Roxy is excited to see me at the door. So I don't know how that doesn't just set the rest of your day up for success, or make you feel like $1,000,000, when literally every time you come home, you know, they're just so excited to see you.
2, 3.
Woo! Roxy! You did it! Woo! Yeah! But there you are, everyone. These are just some 1 year later thoughts on what it's been like to bring a Great Dane into my home. Roxy is the dog for me, and I look forward to the opportunity one day to get her a sibling and somebody that's able to be a full-time playmate for her. But so far, she has just been wonderful, and I look forward to this upcoming year and seeing what adventures we're going to go on, the new friends that we will make, and we'll keep you a part of it every step of the way. So thank you all for all your support, and thanks for rocking with us.